Everything's different. Everything's changed.
The change occurred in the moment I chose it.
So I had ticked off, career, college, all the things, ticked off all the boxes. And many moments of my life were so sad. Like they were just like filled with heaviness. I'd wake up in the morning not really sure what the whole point of being alive was. Sometimes I would wake up and not want to get out of bed. I started self-medicating. I smoked weed. I drank. I did all sorts of stuff to just like numb the intensity of whatever this was that I didn't know what it was. I thought it was some terribly wrong thing with me that nobody else experienced, that it was just me. I had everything that you should want to have, and I was basically miserable. If your very being, your spirit is collapsing, is weak, is stressed, is burnout, then it doesn't really matter if you get yourself to go for a walk or if you're eating all the right foods or if you're taking all the right supplements, because that's the thing that's actually requiring this nurturance. Then I started looking for something else. And it was the question of, what if all of the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that you have going on in your world, what if 98% of those aren't yours? And when I heard that question, I was like, oh my God, I'm aware.
I'd kind of given up on life, to be honest. I thought, okay, I really was convinced that something was wrong with me. So, I tried so many different things and nothing was quote unquote helping, whether it was doctor or temples or you name it. Like whatever was available, I did try. So secretly I thought maybe I'll just die with a drug overdose or, a concoction of pills. There was a point in time I was taking about 20 pills every day, like anxiety, depression, psychosis, insomnia put together, and I was like walking in a cloud all the time. With the tools of Access Consciousness, the first awareness that came was actually there was nothing wrong with me. I was just aware of things that I'm not supposed to be aware of, or there's no logical reasoning or explanation for how I was aware of things, why I was aware of things, or how this actually works. And that's basically been a major turning point from, slowly managing it to total recovery. And I'm like, okay, so cool. Took me a while, but now I'm on the way to creating my life. And you start including bars in your routine, whether it's weekly or more than a week. It just keeps you in your space, keeps you in tune with your creativity, and then those kind of things like paranoia or anxiety or depression or mood, whatever you call it, like the psychological symptoms, don't weigh on you anymore. You got a way out, and you have this gift available to you, and it just keeps increasing, expanding, and I'm just so grateful for the bars.
This magical thing that basically like in an hour can reduce anxiety, depression, like stress, all this sort of stuff. Everything's different. Everything's changed. I no longer wake up with a sense of like impending doom, I guess I could say. Like there was always this heaviness, and I can now perceive that heaviness. It doesn't mean that heaviness is gone. I can perceive it, but I can also perceive the lightness. I can perceive possibilities. I can perceive all of it, and I have tools to change it with ease.
The beauty of it is I didn't have to wait for it. The change occurred in the moment I chose it, and I felt better in the moment, and it kept getting better and better, and it still keeps getting better. If you have that sense of you've tried everything, or you're like, okay, I don't know if this will work for me. If you have that flicker of something in you, give this a go. It might work for you the way it did for me. I hope it does.